I want you to pay attention. Brothers and sisters, this is part two of why do black men and black women go to war with each other. But it's not new. It's not a new story. It's an old story. But it's been in front of your face the whole fucking time. I'm sure I'm in Ra. Go into the book of Genesis, their so-called Bible, their so-called Quran, their so-called Torah. It's always been there. The story between a man and a woman. They just didn't give you the description. Color skin. Of course, people that's in power put whoever color skin they choose to. They choose to put a white pale skinned man in there. The story is based on them. No, it's not. How do you get a story that a man and a woman couldn't get along in the Garden of Eden, where it was perfect? A man and a woman who couldn't get along in the Garden of Eden, when the Garden of Eden and everything was supposed to be perfect. It's always been there. The manipulation between a deity has spoken to the woman psychologically, and she turned on her man. I keep telling you, all this stuff is already in our face, but you don't want to see it. You refuse it. You got all the information out there. The Sumerian text, the Babylonian text, the Kemetic text, which is you call Egypt. All information is there. It's there. But it's really in your face, and you've been reading it, and you have not dissected. Why has the black man and the black woman been going head to head when for years they wasn't going head to head? Because they was manipulated. If you go in the 60s and the 70s, right, moving forward, but moving back, 60s and the 70s, the white woman was saying they was having a problem with their man. They was having a problem with their man. The black woman understood her man. She knew how to play her role. It wasn't about docile. It never was about docile. She knew she was the queen. She knew she was a god. Because a god does not fear. God know how to put themselves in a position and choose their God. And that's the way it was. As time passes by, generation after generation of destruction, mayhem, war, death, humiliation, all kind of shit to the black man and the black woman. It took time for that wall to break down. It was not easy. But understand this, in your Bible, you're going to say that's not the way it is. It already had started. The man and the woman been going at it with each other. You just choose not to believe. Only what you were taught to believe, which is called engineered. Not by forced. Not by force. It was willingly you accepted it. You willingly took the information. And you didn't even know it. I keep telling you, you're going to hear people talking to you, and you're going to refuse to listen because you think people are supposed to be dressed up in a nice tie, bow tie, all kind of shit, so you can feel, something high and mighty. This is what you want to believe. And real people going to talk to you from all over the fucking world. They're going to really come at you. The ones who's been woken is going to tap in and what they see and what they feel and spew it out. It ain't for you to follow. It's for you to take the information, and now you run with it. Peace out. The black man and the black woman, they've been manipulated since the beginning. It's already been told. But we had escaped it. And then the black and the white woman, the white man, they was having problems. They was going to war with each other. The white man was slaughtering his woman. He'd been doing that. And then somehow he introduced that shit to the black woman. He introduced it to her, and she says, look, the same little devilish trick that was done hundreds of thousands and millions of years ago, your so-called Adam and Eve story, because that story is based on a family, period. Beat the fucking game. And now look at the black man and the black woman using this, becoming a replica. A replica now with social media that makes it even more powerful, more harder to fucking get out of. What games are we playing? Oh, somebody got to be in a tie. Hold on. Now, just because you see somebody with a bow tie, nice suit, yo, it's great because they're coming up there respectfully and coming to you to give you that knowledge. Now, here's the thing. Everybody don't have to come to you like that. Some people come there, when they show you on their videos, they come as they are, period. But a lot of you take this shit out of content. You have to understand this shit. The black man and black woman, has they been going, have defenses against each other since the beginning? Huh? How we know in these African tribes, right? They didn't have that problem. Maybe there were women that wanted to be, and they were. I have actual evidence to show you women were in power. They were in power. So maybe the calendar that we are in is meant for the woman. The woman is rising like we're going to be in power. Now, all women are not rising because all women don't feel that same way. We might be looking at this shit completely wrong. It always has been this way. What if the women were actually here first? What if they were made here first? What if? Because you don't have the actual evidence, and what if the evidence is there, but they don't want to use that because they don't want the women to uprise? It's a possibility, brothers and sisters. There's a woman called Lilith in the Bible, but Lilith's name is mentioned in the Bible, but the question is Lilith's name in the book of Enoch? Beat the game. Huh? All this stuff is in your face. But because you're into these religious beliefs and they got you confined, they really got your mind confined, whether you like it or not. You could believe in your Allah, you could believe in God, whatever the name you choose. All those names are broken down names. The names was once used somewhere else, but in a different form. Okay? So the word God is just to give you a perspective, period. A title. God is a title. Then you got Jehovah, Jah, Ra, and so on and so forth. It depends on where you live at and what continent. So the black man and black woman, they've been going back and forth for a long time. It is in these books. It's just that you choose not to dissect it the way you know you should. And a lot of you go, I'm going to go against what I believe. Listen to what you're saying. I'm going to go against what I believe. No, you're going against what you was taught. This is what you think. Because if you open up your mind and you open up your chakras, your third eye, you'll see this shit for real. It is so many puzzles you don't want to know. I'm sure I'm in Ra. This is part 2. We can get into it deep anytime we want. This is off the fucking dome. Yeah, I allow my natural being spew out this information. Snatch up a little bit here, snatch up a little bit here, and then in my mind, it registered, put into a puzzle, then I spew it out. Peace out. It's up to you to take it or not. See what's going on. What's going on? Ooh.